All right, guys, if you are out there and you're ready for this webinar, let me know. Say, hey, I'm here. Because I don't know you're here. I got some comments here. Let me see. I've got. Okay. We got Gustavo and Ronnie and Chris and if you are out there, please let me know. My analytics says there's nobody out there yet. But if you are out there, please let me know. We're about to get started here in just a few, waiting for everybody to show up and all that good stuff. And while we're waiting, if you know anybody who would benefit from this today, if you would tag them, if you go real quick to your Facebook and say, hey, we're about doing a webinar and would you like to join me? That helps with these things tremendously. And it really helps me do this by you inviting people, me inviting people and getting this. I would love this thing to just pack out one day. And get as much engagement as possible. It gives me more questions to answer. It gives me, more things to think about, more questions to answer in upcoming webinars. Just things are better, more people you have. So, okay, here we go. The viewers are rolling in now. That's good. If you're just not joining us, we are going to be talking about 900 shares on Facebook under $20. This is going to be based on I don't want to say a case study, but it's going to be based on a situation in a real life scenario that can help you with you and your social media means. And it's going to help you with your questions with Facebook and to show you how I use Facebook for my marketing clients that I have. And so, yeah, I think you're going to find this quite useful. And we're about to get started here in just a little bit. I'm just waiting for everybody to show up here and see what we got. Okay, so it seems that we got quite a few here, and if this is your first time, you can expect this webinar to be anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes long. As I talk about subjects like today, we're going to be talking about Facebook and how you can use it for your business. Doesn't have to be pest control or just lawn care. It can be anything. But I'm about to show you from a local standpoint how this can really work for you. And so that's where the perspective is coming from. You can really use it for any business that you have. So I'm sure you're gonna enjoy this today as I talk about things you have probably never even heard of. The cool thing is a lot of it is going to be free to you from Facebook. All right, it's good to have the legend Miss Patty with us. Good to see her here as well. So we're about to get started, and if you guys know anybody that would be interested in joining, go ahead and tag them, message them, say, hey, come with us. You can share the link at the top here. So if you was to scroll at the top and just copy them, well, not that, well, the one above us here, the Marketing 1K / Webinar Wednesday, 900 shares, that one up there. So that would be good, but we are about to get rolling here. All right, so it's 5 minutes after 8 o'clock, and we are about to get started with this today. All right, so here we are, Webinar Wednesday. When we talk about 900 shares on Facebook for under $20. Maybe you've been thinking, wondering, is Facebook for me? Is it, what can it do for me? How can it help me get leads? How can it help me, expose my brand? How can it do all those things I've been hearing about? Is Facebook the same Facebook that it was 5 years ago? And the answer is going to be no, it's not the same Facebook. Yes, it can still help you. And I'm about to show you how, why, and when you can start seeing these things to start rolling along. So before we get started, if you have any questions that you'd like me to go over here, if you have any questions you're thinking about, go ahead and post them on the comment section here. Go ahead and, go ahead and type out your question. So when I go ahead and read it, I can try to answer that as we go along. All right, so this webinar is based on a case study or a scenario, a situation in which I was doing an interview with a guy. I was doing an interview with a guy, and we was talking about his wonderful fan page. It was actually the last interview that I did, and it was with Jared. And I was like, Jared, I was like, I see the fan page, but wait a minute, I see something kind of interesting. And that's the fact that you have got over 900 shares on your post. And then in the interview, we talked about exactly how that happened. And then I talked with him further after the interview. And in this webinar, I'm going to show you exactly what you can do to reach those 900 shares here. So we're about to get started with that. Let me see. So can you guys see my screen here real quick? I'm sorry for the stop. I'm just making sure all you guys can see my screen here. Does everything look good? We all good? Can you hear me? Just want to make sure everything's going good. Can everybody hear me and all that good stuff? So just making sure that you guys can see me well. And once I get to that, all right, good. So here we go. Sorry, don't mean to stop, but here we go. So there we are, and we're about to go over that the 900 shares on Facebook under $20. I know you're anxious to get started, so no more slowing down. We're about to get with it. Just making sure that you guys are all good and that you can hear me. So let's go ahead and get started. So just in case you're not sure who I am, my name is Luke Guy, and I've been featured in these blogs here. And I know I go through this every webinar, but I've been with Convince Convert, Smart Passive Income, SCA Journal, Search Engine Journal, Jeff Bullis, Pro Blogger, and I've created an app called Pass Pro. And these are just some of the things I've done in the past with my online marketing. Marketing means because I am a marketer and I help businesses just like you get where you need to be. And these are the places that I've written for. I have done stuff. I've done SEO for some. I also do work for King Soma, which is a giveaway plugin. And I just market all around. I'm everywhere. And I plan to really get out there here in the next few months and get beyond where I am already because things are starting to kick in gear as I market for businesses just like yours. But yeah, I love to write, as you can tell, and I put out thousands of words probably every week. But anyway, this is the fan page that I was interviewing the guy with. His name was Jared, and his company was All Wide Life Removal Incorporated. And as you can see here, he's gotten 4,000 likes, 62 visits. He had like 70 reviews and all this good stuff. And I was like, wow, this is pretty impressive. And then I scroll down, okay, and I see this post. It's a coyote post, all right? Nothing crazy, nothing amazing. But you look down, if you can see that, you see that 912? That's 912 shares, 110 comments, and 175 likes. And this all happened for $20. Now, I'm going to say this: if he had not posted that with the $20, he still would have done really well anyway, because he had something that people wanted to read. It's something that, it was alerting, it was alarming, it was, and what the post is about is these coyotes were wiping out cats, and the news had already in the area told their local community that cats were disappearing, and they think it was due to foxes. And all Jared did was repeat what he had saw and heard from his fan page. But because he was an animal control expert, people took it more seriously and they ran with it. 912 shares later, he is still getting comments. I think to this day, I was reading stuff that was pretty recent. People were sharing this like crazy, and it just spread. It just spread everywhere throughout Canada and different parts of America. And he was getting some major exposure in his area. Now you're wondering, how do you get 912 shares? And one of the biggest things you're going to find out is that you've got to become an anchorman. You have got to become a news reporter. And as soon as you figure out headlines that work, as soon as you realize what people are looking for, Facebook will teach you in itself how to be an amazing headline writer. And if you study this, figure out what's getting more likes, what's getting more comments, how do you stay in front of people? You figure this out and study it, this will happen. But I'm going to show you how to do that and what ways you're going to be able to do that. So, so does anybody have any questions thus far? Okay, let's keep going. So with the 912 shares, Jared came up with this amazing post. And it was with this coyote, some words. And at the bottom of his post, he's got his number and website there, which I'm sure he's loving that today with nearly, almost, it's over 900 shares. So what can you do to do this? Well, let's go ahead and talk some Facebook, and we'll talk about your Facebook strategy, okay? Should you be doing Facebook for your local business? The answer is yes. What are you looking at if you do Facebook professionally? Well, you're looking at leads, exposure, reminder, a relationship builder, and helping your local area. Facebook, okay, is not the same as it was 5 years ago. Facebook, everybody was like, Facebook. But now people are like, Facebook, maybe, because Facebook has been coming up with a lot of updates here lately, and you're not getting the exposure like we used to through Facebook. It didn't take as much money, but now Facebook wants more money. So you've got to think smarter. But thing is, Facebook is still the place to be because that's where everybody still is. And unfortunately, people spend way too much time on Facebook. And it's not like any other platform out there where they spend this much time. That people spend more time in their Facebook than they do all the other social media platforms. And as you know, Facebook started 10 years ago by a guy named Mark Zuckerberg, and he came up with this idea of people connecting with people and come up with these statuses, and whatever they like is what will show up in the feed if they already like you. With Facebook, you're able to advertise, and that's where the bread and butter comes in. And by you engaging and putting money behind your post, I'm not saying spend thousands a month. I'm not even saying spend hundreds. I'm just saying spend a little, and you can see the benefits like Jared did with the 900 shares. Does anybody here advertise with Facebook already? Does anybody do that? I love interaction from you guys. So I'm sorry if I stop too much, but I just want to hear from you guys. Getting your comments really makes this. Does any of you do Facebook ads? I'll be checking this in a little bit. We're going to keep going here. Okay. So how is Facebook beneficial? It's where your customers hang out. In fact, according to Business Insider, Facebook usage tops the rest by 50.7%, 21 minutes average per day. So this is some things about Facebook. You want to know where to put your time and efforts. Facebook is that place to be. Now you're here to know about the 900 shares for that post. Can I guarantee that you get 900 shares for a post? No, I cannot. Can I guarantee that you're gonna make money today with Facebook? No, I cannot. But I can say that it will help you with your saturation method because you know not to put just your money in Angie's List. You know not to just put your money in billboards. You know not to put just your money in email marketing. You know not to just put your money in the newspaper. You must find major tools and not just one. I'm saying Facebook should be one of those tools for you. I'm saying that Facebook works in places where SEO will not. I'm saying that Facebook can help you because more people are on Facebook and longer on Facebook than any other platform. Okay. It's pretty close to email. People spend a lot of time in email, but Facebook is getting up there with email time as well. So I'm saying you need to invest in Facebook. You need to put some time in there and get in front of people. And I'm not saying drive a lot of crazy money. I'm saying if you have the money, pay someone to do it for you or do it yourself. I'm saying get some ad money together and use it and try it and see if you do not get calls. Because unfortunately, Facebook does not have any major competition yet. That there's nothing else like Facebook out there. And, a lot of people find that to be bummer, which it is to a point because where there's no competition, you can get quite prideful. But Facebook is doing well and is generating leads, not just for my businesses, but, for business that I market for, it's working for me as well. And that's how I'm getting leads. It's one of my major places that I'm getting. So you should, between that and email, so you should really consider doing Facebook. But let's go ahead and talk about strategy. There's 3 major ingredients to Facebook power. And you can see them from right here. These are the 3 things that you should do in order to make, your post go viral. These were 3 things that Jared was already doing. Okay. For those of you who post like once a month, that doesn't cut it anymore. You need to be posting at least 2 to 5 times a week of epic content. It's a must. Content such as, video or pictures or cool statuses or jokes or things like helpful content, tips, answering questions. I answer a question in your post. And instead of talking about the mayor this week, why not focus on reasons why your people liked you to begin with? If somebody liked you on your fan page, talking about the Eiffel Tower or talking about the president isn't going to help anything unless somehow he killed, if you're a pest control, if he killed a roach in his building and he called Orkin or I don't know, or if the president, has got termites in the White House or something like that. Now that is related to you. That is something that you can even advertise because it's related to your business. And that's what I'm saying. I'm seeing this too often. People don't know what to post, and they're just posting all kind of stuff. Your customers don't want that. Your customers, every time they see your status, they want to see something bug-related that will help them. Not just talking about random junk throughout the day. Did you know that Facebook and social media can actually help you with your SEO indirectly? By you showing content, by you providing traffic, by you becoming popular online through social media, you're actually helping your SEO. You're encouraging engagement. You're encouraging people to go to your site. You're encouraging backlinks. You're encouraging high rankings for your website. So this is serious stuff. And it's for free unless you do ads, which I would recommend, and getting, putting in $20, $50 this month, if not more. So consider this. Consider doing 2 to 5 times a week of epic content. All right. Number 2 ingredient, engagement. Answer every question and have conversation. If someone asks you a question, answer it. If you know someone who's going to be, interested in what you're writing, tag them. Tell them about your post. Or if you're offline, you're talking with your customers, and you see something quite interesting, tell them to like your page and look at that post. Talk about your Facebook. It's one of the things that people are already on. And if you get that community going, and that's a Facebook community, You're going to spark something. Now, I'm not saying let all your eggs be in Facebook. That would be foolish. I'm saying use it. I'm saying that if you've got an extra $1,500 to spare, put it in Facebook if you have the opportunity in advertising. And this will get people. And the cool thing about Facebook, you can advertise locally in your area. Do we have any questions yet? Is there anybody out there with a Facebook question while we're talking? Okay. And I've got a comment here, and it says, I did once, very little results. And this is true. There's a good chance you're going to see little results. And that's why many people walk away, because the results isn't like instant. With Facebook, it's a lot like farming. You've got to plant today, where you got to cultivate, plant, water, get the harvest later. There's something that you might see in the results until a month or two from now. And a lot of people simply do not see the point in this. But, and that's why a lot of times it's best just to pay someone to do your marketing for you. With you doing that, by you having someone market for you, you ain't got to worry about it, have someone who's already an expert in that field and simply use it. But you just shouldn't just walk away from this. This is something that you should definitely think about doing. So moving on from here, let's see where we're at. Where are we at? Okay, here we go. Engagement. Answer every question and have conversation. Ad power. You must pay to play. If you are doing Facebook, if you are active on there and you're not getting the leads you're needing, you're not getting the exposure, it's because good chance you're not getting enough ad power. You're not putting enough money behind your ads. Now, Facebook is smart. They want that ad money, sure. But I'm not doing this to fill Facebook's pockets full of money. I'm doing what I'm doing because I get what they give me, and that is leads, and it does in fact help. And the fact is, as long as people hang out on Facebook, Facebook will be able to offer ad money, and they've got a lot of cool features with their ad power, with their advertising platform. It is pretty cool. The things that they offer, the retargeting methods and all this is quite nice. And I find it quite useful. And if you want to see, a lot of benefits, either talk about Facebook 24/7 or put out ad power, put out some ad money behind them posts, and write a post that will, generate leads. So don't be talking about, the water tower, or don't be talking about your dog unless it's somehow related. And you can see this turning into money one day. Okay. Another reason why Facebook is still a great marketing tool. It's the new search. Facebook is becoming the new Google. That's by Neil Patel, who is an SEO expert online. I read this article. He said that Facebook is becoming the new Google. Not that it's replacing Google, but people are going to Facebook to do more research. They're going to Facebook because they trust Facebook. They spend most of their time on Facebook. The search engine on Facebook is not that amazing. It's still, people are using it to search things. And if they type pest control, you could in fact pop up. Good for SEO. By using Facebook, this will help Google show how popular you are. And this does in fact help you. So if anything, just helping on your SEO side of things, it shows Google that in fact you are interactive with your customers and that you are still alive. And that's a big part of what we're doing here, is just to let people know that you exist and simply being helpful. If Google senses the fact that you are helpful, you will in fact get a return, and in fact could be number one on Google. I'm not saying, now, don't go telling everybody I said Facebook gets you number one on Google. I did not say that. But what I am saying, it can in fact help you, and it can in fact stir up talk and get you some backlinks, which is quite helpful for SEO. What to post? What should you post on Facebook? Well, things like answers to questions, cool pictures, posts that you have written, and etc. Now you're thinking, Luke, what has this got to do with 900 shares on Facebook? I want 900 shares on Facebook. If you want 900 shares on Facebook, uh, I'm not promising that. But what I am telling you is that it is possible and that it in fact did happen. And the fact is that Jared had already gotten, he had a news anchor. He had a place already talking. And the news was already talking about the wolf, the coyotes. And all he did was just write on the back of that. People was already thinking about it, and they see this post. Oh wait, I saw that on TV. Oh, I saw that on the internet. And then they start sharing it because it only confirmed their fears. By you sticking close to your local news, and if you see something on the local news that is bug or animal control or whatever related to your niche, right on the tail of that because it's on their minds. It's on the news. The news spreads like wildfire. And by you confirming that only helps you even farther. So what to post, and the thing about Jared was he had been posting questions, cool pictures, he had been posting videos, he'd been posting all kind of stuff on his Facebook, and he was quite interactive with it, and that's how he was able to catch on the he already had the base there of people there, and when they saw this about the coyote, it only just took like fire. But you can't expect to get those results unless you had been working with it for quite some time. And that's the only way you can yield results is if you're there on the ground floor, and then when it takes off, and you had already done the work there before. So 900 shares on Facebook, is it possible? Well, you see that it's possible. But most importantly, I don't care about 900 shares on Facebook as much as I do leads. That's what I'm after. I'm after for the money. Okay, I want to help people, but I've got to make a living. I've got to bring in the leads for my business, for my company, and expose my brand. If anything, replace my advertising budget somewhere else that isn't working as well. Well, Facebook is, to me, I like it because I'm creative. All right, I love entertaining people. I love educating people. That's why I'm doing this webinar now. I love to talk. I love to build relationships. And if you like that too, this shows you to the world that the fact that you want to be helpful, you can't put a price on that. When people really want to see if you're helpful. So 900 shares on Facebook, is it possible? It is in fact possible. But most importantly, what's possible? It's the lead part of it. The fact is you've got 4 corners to a square, and every corner you need to cover the bases, like baseball. If you don't cover the diamond every base, you're going to lose. You're going to lose, and you're not going to win the game of marketing. And what you got to do is cover all bases. Bases like email marketing, bases like Facebook, bases like direct mailing, and all these things, and cover all the bases. And that really you could have a guy on second, third plate, but you don't have someone on first. Good chance you may miss second and third. By you covering all bases, right, and making sure that you're doing best. One base, if you're weak on one base, it could affect the whole game. So by you doing what you do right and being the best and having the best on each base can make that marketing method wonderful. So if you got an SEO guy who's not doing the job and he's not cutting it, get a better one. If you got a Facebook guy who's not getting the engagement like you want, get a better one. I'm not saying don't give people a chance, but what I am saying is you've got to get engagement. If you're not getting engagement, if you're not getting traffic, good chance you're not going to be getting leads. And please excuse me. I think the weather's been getting to everybody lately, so please forgive me if I sound a little Next. Don't you like that? Isn't that colorful? Okay, so here's some things I want to tell you outside of this, okay? You've been hearing a lot of stuff about Facebook, how it's going down the drain, it's going to die, Facebook this, and it's the next MySpace. But Facebook is so much useful because it's where the majority hang out. From owners of business to the teenager. I mean, look at you. Good chance you found me on Facebook, and that's why you're watching this today. With ad money, you can tap into that and expose your brand to your local area. That's the power of Facebook. So what makes Facebook so wonderful? The fact is, if anything, it's just where everybody hangs out at. That's it. By you being where the fish are, you're going to catch some fish. All right. So, and by Facebook offering such a wonderful advertising platform, and it actually takes you to those people. With Facebook, if you know who your customer is, you can make money, okay? If you don't know who your customer is, Facebook may not be for you. But if you know about what age group, what gender is most likely to buy, if you have their emails, you can target those exact people, which you probably didn't know about. If you want more info about this, I can definitely help you with that. But if if you're and you're like, why Facebook? Why does it matter? The fact is this is where what over 1 billion people are hanging out, and it's more than I mean, SEO is good. I'm not gonna say replace SEO with Facebook. I'm saying do SEO and Facebook, and that's the power of it all. Uh, if you get a strong marketing strategy and you cover all bases, you get a highly active Facebook, and you get front page of Google. All right, you've got traffic coming to your site, and you've got all these things coming. This will in fact help you, but this I would have this as one of the bases that you cover because I'm afraid social media is taking over our online world. No one would have thought 10 years ago that a guy by the name of Mark would be coming out with something like this and just sweeping the world with this idea with social media. But it goes back to old ethics. It goes back to just the way things always were. Humans love to network. And if someone recommends you from Facebook, and that's the thing about Facebook. Facebook is where people connect and then show their connections. The businesses that they recommend, and that's why by already being interactive on Facebook, if you don't know what people are talking about you, and if you're out there they're talking about you on Facebook, why not give them something good to talk about? Is there any more questions here before we move to the next slide? Any questions, anybody? Give me 1 minute, see if we got any questions here. All right, so let me see. You guys been kind of quiet today. Gonna give it just a few seconds here. Okay, so back to what we was talking about here. All right. With the Facebook, and that's I'm not saying Facebook is the magic of it all. I'm just saying this is where the majority of people is hanging out. And never before could you get all them fish in the same bowl until Facebook. SEO, that they're gonna be that people searching you and Google. Well, it shows you what they're after. With Facebook, though, you can kind of pick out the people that you want. You can kind of figure out where they're at, and you can target different cities, different areas. Um, and SEO is a lot the same, but with Facebook, it's a lot cheaper than SEO. But I recommend both myself. Um, so that's just something to think about. So, what are things to do if you was in fact um, looking to do Facebook? What are some things that you should look at? What your goals? Well, my goals, if I were you, would be to collect emails. It would be to get ratings. It would be to get customer testimonials. It would be to find short content pieces to post. It would be to do giveaways. It would be to retarget, and of course, use the new call to action button. um, Giveaways is amazing. The people love doing giveaways, and I would recommend that. Um, Also collecting emails through Facebook. Then you can throw in email marketing. Now you're doing SEO, email marketing, in Facebook. And that's really the secret of it all. It's simply doing it all. It's simply be in front of them every corner. You want to be everywhere they are, and that's your people where they're hanging out. And simply, when they have the problem, they're gonna think of you because you're everywhere, and that's the secret. Retargeting is something cool. On Facebook, you've got it to where you can actually put a code in your website. So when that person visits your website and they come back to Facebook, now you're there in their ads, even if they haven't liked you. So if they go to your website, automatically it shows that they were interested. And then when they come back to Facebook, there you are again, and you're in their Facebook ads. So that would make them a super super high lead. That makes them a good because they already said they was interested in you. So um, by in fact being in their ads is something cool that you can do. If you get their emails, you can be in front of them as well through the Facebook ad. So if you got any questions about retargeting, let me know. The customer testimonials, just go up to your customer and say, "Hey, would you mind doing a custom testimonial? Something cool, something funny. Just tell how you feel about us. If it's bad, whatever. But if it's good, I mean, if your customer, hopefully it's good, and you can simply just post that online. That right there speaks over 1,000 words. That shows because someone recognizes that face, and the more like if you was to spray for the president of a college, getting that customer testimonial would be amazing. Okay, encouraging people to rate you on Facebook helps you as well, and putting short content pieces keeps you in the game and reminds you that you in fact exist. Um, does anybody use retargeting as of right now? Does anybody know what retargeting is exactly? Let's see. Hmm. Okay. All right. So I guess not. I mean, retargeting is somewhat of a new thing. So many of you may not be doing retargeting. But if you have any questions about that, please let me know. It'd be something that I'd be glad to help you with. If you're needing help with your Facebook, if you're wanting someone to do that for you, I'd be more than glad to help you with that and to get it off your shoulders and to take care of that for you. But and I want you to know this: Facebook, it's not like the old days to where you can just post I mean, just post and people's going to see it. Actually, less people's going to see it than ever before. But if you put money behind it, you can in fact get leads. And ultimately, at the end of the day, that's what we're after. At the end of the month, you got to figure how much did I get out of this, and did Facebook make the cut? And the cool thing about Facebook is you can spend $20, $30 and get something out of it. You can spend something this month and then up it to $50 or 100, and just start building an email list and it's just simply the fact it's just being in front of your customers, and that's really what it's about. Um, so if you're, it's really simple. That's pretty much it to this whole thing is simply posting. And the secrets to 900 shares on Facebook under $20 is simply finding out what people are already talking about. And it's simply watching the news. That's how you get them kind of shares on Facebook. It's listening to the news. And when it's related to your niche, jump on it. Even share it because people are talking about it. And then point them right back to you and ride the wave of social media along with the news, because the news, they're paying all this money, the broadcast, to get this message out there. By you riding the tail of that, you're just confirming what they already say, and that thing could in fact be viral because people was already talking about it. And this only confirms it's just something that they can share because the news maybe didn't come out with a post. Now you've got one. And the thing is, it's with your this could be, if you've got 300 people, this could be 300 customers sharing an article with your name on it. And at the same time, it brings talk about you. And that's what happened with Jared. And that was the guy who got the 900 shares on Facebook under $20. And the fact is, he rode a wave that was already, being ridden by the broadcast and by the news center. Okay. So, um, but if you are wanting to hear that interview, I will have that linked below in the news in the link area, and you'll be able to see that. You'll be able to view that and listen to that interview and listen more about how Jerry got them 900 shares on Facebook. But today was more about how you can get 900 shares on Facebook. And it's not guaranteed. Even if you get 10 shares or 20 shares, that's a good bit. That's something you don't have to pay for. But the fact is that people are sharing your content. To me, it's up my alley because I love to share things. I love to be helpful. I love to be useful, and finding creative things that would just simply blow people away. So if you are interested and doing something like this. Consider this as a resource in your tool belt. Consider coming back to this. The recorded version of this will be up and available to you um, within actually just a little bit here. Actually, probably within about 2 hours, you'll bet this recorded version will be here on this page here now. But if you're wanting to take this further than what you're getting already, if you're wanting to learn more about how to become a marketing ninja, if you're wanting to be better than what you already are, okay, I've got something I want to offer you, and it's this here. Let me see if I can get this up. Okay, hang on. This is going a little crazy. So 1 minute. This is what I want to offer you here, and that's Marketing 1K. And that is a marketing course that I do. And you can start off for $1 for the first month. And basically, what I do is I teach you how to do things that I mentioned about the retargeting, how to grow your email list with Facebook, and how I am, as a marketer, helping my companies, my businesses that I market for, get where they are today, and how to, do things like SEO and all that good stuff. So if you've got an extra 30 minutes to an hour a week, I mean, yeah, a week, this is a good time. Or even if it's just, an hour, 2 hours a month, it's better than nothing. It's considered training, and it can in fact help you with your business. Now, what you can do if to get the $1 rate, just scroll down. You're going to see the blue button, join. And by you joining, I'm going to show you how to do these things on a further level, on a higher level, and show you how to do this in tutorial wise. You'll have access to me, and we'll also have our meetings where we talk about how you can market your business. We'll actually have meetings where you ask me questions, and I'll be helping you market your business. And after the first month, the second month will be $48 a month, where I will be able to show you how to market, how to do things. If you don't like Marketing 1K after the first month, you can cancel, and I'll have no problems. And you'll be canceling at $1, so you don't have much to lose here. And I'll be more than willing, more than glad to help you with any marketing situation that you have, any problems that you may have. But Marketing 1K is a course, okay, filled with information, organized based on a topic that you want to see happen. So if you want to learn email marketing, if you want to learn Facebook marketing, we all have it organized just for you, to where you can learn step by step, and we take it in baby steps so you can learn more about that. Um, but if you want to do that, you can simply click the blue button at the bottom called join, where we can help you, in fact, help you with your marketing means. If it's, whatever business you have, this is a good way to get out there and teach you things that you may not have known. You can cancel anytime, and there's no problem from that for me. I'm here to help you. If it helps, if it doesn't, some it may help, some it may not. But with Marketing 1K, it helps for those who've got the time to do it, and for those who've got time to learn a little extra. Those are the people it's going to help. Um, so consider doing that with me today, and see if we can help you get your business off the ground. Now, what I'm going to do is just hang around here just for one moment, okay? And I'm going to see if any of you guys have any questions while we wait. So I'm going to give it about 5 minutes, and then we'll be done. I'm just going to be listening out for any questions we may have. Thank you for joining us today. If you ever need any help with anything, let me know. I'm right here for you. I'd be glad to help. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate the time here today. I don't see any questions coming in. So if you will, um, send me any questions. If you have, message me or whatever, email me. I'd be glad to help you out there. Thank you for joining us for Marketing 1K, where you control your marketing. You guys have a good day.